Hey loves, it's your girl Emily, and welcome back to High Tea Podcast. This is episode 3, Cry Then Fly, the space where we can sip, spill, and speak the realest parts of life. This podcast isn't just tea and gossip, though don't get it twisted, we've got plenty of that too. But this is a safe space for my heart, my healing, and yours. Whether you're driving home from work, feeding your baby, baking cupcakes in the kitchen, or just curled up in bed after a long-ass day, I want you to know this moment is for you. Here, we talk about love. The kind that hurts, the kind that we crave, the kind that we're still learning how to receive from others and how to give to others. We talk boundaries, blessings, baby daddies, breakups, spiritual awakenings, Santeria, trauma healing, self-worth, social media tea, TikTok drama, food facts, and childhood stuff that shows a lot about me. And I will tell you about that. Nothing off limits here. Because I'm not perfect. I'm in my early 20s. I'm a mom. I'm a teacher. I'm a baker. I'm a student. I'm a healer. I'm a fighter. And I get tired sometimes too. But I'm real. And every week, I show up right here for my kids at school, for the mic, for you guys, with an open heart, letting you in on my growth in real time. Some episodes are soft and soulful, and some are full of sass and side eyes. Some are spiritual downloads straight from Yemaya, and others are just like me ranting because I needed to get it out. But every episode is mine and yours too, if you need it. So grab your drink, water, wine, cafecito, or tea. Whatever your cup is full of today, hold it with love. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders, and remember, you're safe here, you're not alone, and you're doing so much better than you think. Let's get into it. Okay, on to our first segment, which is Listener's Tea. I don't have many because my podcast, as you guys know, is still growing. But I got this message and it said, Emily, you are really helping me feel less alone. I'm a single mom like you, and hearing your voice reminds me to keep going. Okay. That honestly made me emotional because this podcast isn't just content, it's connection. So thank you for trusting me. If you have a story or something on your chest, please feel free to DM me or email me to be featured in the next episode. That was just a little comment that was left for me, and honestly, it was amazing. Now let's continue, baby. How about some more listeners' tea? Yeah. All the drama and all the things you want to hear. With everything. I want to open up this space for us, for you, for me, for everybody that's listening that needs this. Our real stories. The midnight messages, the heartbreak confessions, the should I text him and you won't believe what she said type of tea. Whether you're telling me about your toxic ex or spiritual awakenings or the time your baby daddy caught lying about his Snapchat Bitmoji, yada yada yada, this is your moment. And baby, I'm not judging you. And listening, I'm laughing, and I'm crying with you. We're sisters here. And the tea might just be what heals someone else. So, if you've got something on your chest, send it in. Stay anonymous if you want. Because here at High Tea Podcast, we sip it, we spill it, and we send that energy right back into the universe, transformed. Okay. Let's just pause for a second. Baby, this is your self-care check-in. Take a bath. Take a deep breath. Okay. Soak it in. If you don't have a bath, stand up in the shower. Just let the water run. No, seriously. Just take it in. Now, I don't care if you're driving, washing bottles, running errands, or hiding in the bathrooms for 5 minutes of peace. This is your moment. Have you had water today? Did you eat something real? Not just the crust off the toddler sandwich, or did you speak kindly to yourself? Girl, I want you to be pouring from an empty cup. I don't want you to be upset. It's not good for you. It's not good for your babies. It's not good for your job. It's not good for your man. It's definitely not good for your social media. You are the prize. You are the peace. The world needs you. You are the whole damn table, not just the tea. So hydrate, breathe, unclench your jaw, play your favorite song, and know that you are doing already everything that you are supposed to be doing, and that you are enough. I love you. And I hope this wakes you up. I'm just gonna say something right quick. That if you are just stuck in your bed, not getting a job, not applying yourself 110%, who is gonna do it for you? No one. Your parents, your family, they might try to help you, but you are the one that needs to do everything possible. For in the next few years, when time passes and you're an old lady, you look back at your life and you're like, damn, I actually accomplished something. A small degree, a small podcast. So when I die, my voice is out there. Yes, my voice will be out there when I'm dead. And that is what I am just so happy that I'm leaving this brand, this legacy for my kids. It's truly amazing. Sugar Addict, a home-based bakery that I just thought of in 2001. Now bringing in more customers, and everybody just wants to try this and everybody wants to try that, and it's money here, money there, and it's publicity here and publicity there, and it's amazing. You don't grow from just one day to another. You take time doing that shit. You brick by brick by brick until you have a whole wall, until you have a whole house. I don't know if you could understand it that way, but if you apply yourself, you will see how big those little steps that you took, how big they're going to open up your vision and make you see life way more different. You're going to be like, I accomplished that. I did that. And that is why I'm here. That's what I want this podcast. I want every one of you to be successful. And it doesn't matter if you are starting a job and if this is your first day. My first job and my first ever job was at McDonald's. I will never forget that. I worked my way up to being a Taco Bell manager. Then I started working for a towing company agency as a dispatcher. And then I went up to an agency of market insurance for older people. So like it's just a pattern of where you want to be. And now I am just getting my CDA license. And honestly, I am just so excited to start on my associate's degree for this teaching career. I am so thrilled and honored that I got an apprenticeship. I got a scholarship. They are wanting me to do this. And it's truly amazing that people like that still exist and still support single mothers like myself with babies that look up to me, and they ask me to kiss their bellies to make their bellies feel better. And that is what this is all about. And yeah, it's truly amazing here. You should definitely keep hearing my podcast every single day that you can on repeat. I listen to my podcast on repeat because I am such an inspiration. I know that I can brighten many, many lives. If it's not at the daycare center that I work at, it's with you guys. If it's not with you guys, it's with my kids. If it's not with my kids, it's with my mom. It's me putting my energy and my purpose, my glow into the social media platforms and giving ladies the tips that they need for homeless shelters, for help for their kids if they ever need it. It's literally me putting out there and posting natural things that women can do to get their bodies back to a better state than before they were pregnant. It's me telling them that to use this African American black soap, that it is truly amazing for my skin. I use it every day. It's telling ladies to take their vitamins and how important it is to take care of yourself and just to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, and never let anybody dim your light. And you do, and you say that to yourself repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly, and you say to yourself, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be successful. You will be successful. You will. You will. I believe in my fans. And if you're not my fan, I still believe in you. I believe that everybody should be celebrated. I believe that every soul is good. And I believe that we can come to peace with each other. You already know the deal here. I keep it real 110%. You should definitely listen to your gut. This is a different segment that it's just about me and this little gut feeling that happened to me, that I felt at my appointment when I went. It was all scheduled. I was ready. But turns out it did not feel right. I did not feel safe. I felt like the doctor was unsure, and she wasn't really clarifying the questions I was asking, and it was crazy because it was here in a university, and they wanted to test on me, and I signed no for everything, and I'm just glad that I didn't do it. It's honestly the best choice I've ever made in a while. And I suggest you guys, as small as it could be, from a no, I'm not going to see him today, like, or no, I'm not going to eat chocolate today. It could be as small as that to, hey, like, I'm not going to get my wisdom teeth pulled out, like, not the four of them. So I just want to tell you guys that it is completely okay for you to say no or for you to say yes to yourself. Don't do it for looks. Don't do it for, obviously, if it's for health, you got to do it for health reasons, but don't be pressured into doing anything you don't want to do, girl. Follow your heart and follow your instincts. If you see a sign, if you see a signal, most definitely. Never take a signal for granted, let me tell you that. Okay? And this is just a little extra that I just want to throw in there. And this is about me. Growing up, I had a stepdad, and may he rest in peace. He died from a motorcycle accident. And yes, I know it was hard. I was literally like, I was like 7 years old. So every time my mom tells me what had happened, it's the signs that he did not see that we saw, well, that I saw when she was saying the story. Like that when all the bikers went, he was like out of like 13 or 14 bikers, like he got lost the first day. And the second day, he got lost again, and they found him dead. They found him. Supposedly what happened was that he was riding around like a steep corner with his bike, and he sort of just lost control, going too sharp on an edge, slipping, falling into the water, hitting a rock on his head, and his brother finding him dead. So, yep. The brother that got him the bike, mind you. That's a other whole life family drama. But anyway, with that being said, that's what I was trying to get at with follow your gut, follow the signs, do it the right way. Every choice that you make is a path, and whether that path is right or wrong is up to you to decide that. And at the end of the day, whether you face the consequences a day later or 3 years later, you're going to face them, or they're going to catch up to you. So follow your gut in every possible way that you can. All right, on to the next segment, which is Global Reality Check. Okay, let's talk about this real stuff right quick. I want to talk about what's been happening in Texas with the floods. It's honestly heartbreaking to see people, especially the ones already struggling, get hit like this. You're already poor. You're already trying to make it. And now your home's underwater? Like, come on. And what I've been thinking lately is how different things are in other places. I was watching this thing about France and how over there, even poor people or minorities have a better chance at living with dignity. Like, they really care about their people. You feel me? They themselves to they get support, okay? They work together. They don't have to work themselves to death for basic healthcare or education like fellow Americans. I just wish we had more of that here. For real. Everybody deserves to feel safe and supported, no matter where you come from or how much money you have, especially. Oh, and literally, like, this is another thing. Like, why here do kids have, like, you're required to be in school, correct? And our children, like, they need to pay for lunch. Why? They are required to be there. But yeah, that is just some of the news going around. And yeah, my heart goes out to Texas. And I'm praying for y'all. And everything will come out just right. Because every day the sun shines bright. And maybe sometimes it rains. And sometimes it snows. But the sun always comes out. Okay? And that's what I can tell you. And another thing that's happening right now, which is also on the positive side, if you work 2 jobs, if you work overtime, there are no taxes on overtime, baby. So work that ass. And if it's your birthday, July, then it's a celebration. Happy fucking birthday, babe. You deserve it. You deserve everything. I hope all your wishes come true. I know all your wishes will come true. You're a bad bitch. All right, to finish off the global reality check with, did you know that drones are being a threat and it's rising? Since 2021, there has been over 3,000 drone incidents near the U.S. airports, with 11 causing invasive aircraft actions this year alone. 2 incidents led to drone collisions with planes. Officials warn drones could be used for attacks at airports or major gatherings, pressing charges for strangers. This is very dangerous, and every day I feel like these criminals at these airports, and they're just getting smarter and smarter with what they are doing, and it's just honestly just crazy. I don't know. Let's talk about how honestly, everything nowadays is just so, if it's politics, if it's just something that we're not here to talk about anything negative. I always want to talk about something positive. So therefore, what's good is that job growth and small business bombs, like, for example, entrepreneurship is thriving. Women and minority and small business owners have seen records growth in 2025, especially in food, education, and creative industries. More grants and memberships programs are now available more than ever before. My bake shop and my podcast, literally, like, hey, we're on the trend right now. Childcare education and getting stronger. New state level funding is increasing pay and support for early childhood educators like myself. Some programs are offering bonuses for teachers who complete extra classifications, exactly what you're working on right now, which is literally great because I got into this career for that reason. So climate, winds, and change in clean air energy. More than half of the US electricity this summer is coming from renewable sources like wind and solar. Electric vehicles and community gardens are becoming more common in cities and suburbs alike. People are starting to really care about what they consume and how they live, which is a great thing, which is why I'm trying to spread the word on my Lemon 8, which you guys should definitely follow me there. I give tips on skin, hair, vitamins for yourself and for your kids. I give tips on the food that you should eat, on what you should eat the food off of, because girl, if you haven't heard that metal and plastic is bad for you as your plate or utensil, then let me be your guide to wooden masterpieces. You can literally get these wooden spoons off of Walmart Plus or Target, and they're very elegant and they look very modern to me. So yeah, eat off of wood little trays, buy wood plates, buy wooden spoons, buy wooden knives. Do it for your health, do it for your gut health, do it for yourself. This is all part of the self-love, process healing journey that we are all on, and it starts by doing these small things for yourself, to yourself, and that is my motto. So yeah, that's your reminder to stay glowy while the world is still a little dim in some places. But hey, everybody goes through those moments. And whether you're not feeling your best or you're just trying to thrive, I'm here for you. If you have any updates on what's going on in the world that you want us to talk about, please leave a comment, leave me a DM. I will get back to you and we will definitely sort it out in the podcast. I will feature you. Let's talk and let's connect. This is for you guys. I want you guys to know that besides everything that goes on in this really dark world, there's still enough room for good people. And I know good people exist. It's all about being yourself. You just need to be around inspiring people. You need to, if you can't, then just don't be around people at all. And just be by yourself. You are the most you that you can be at any time, and you should not let anyone tell you otherwise. No one. So you get up every day and you keep doing those TikTok videos that everybody's saying that they're cringe. You keep posting them because guess what? That's another brick to your fucking wall. And they're just there in their bed, all cuddled up, not doing nothing with their lives, not getting a career, living with mom, just not having success in the future. Is that what you want? Being and just living off of people, not getting appreciated, just having you there? No. You want to uplift. You want to do good. You want to do good for other people. You want to start doing good for yourself first. Be there for yourself. Show up for you. You know, it's really hard to say yes to something. Yes, I'm going to get up and go to the gym. Yes, I'm going to apply for that job. Yes, I'm going to apply myself to be a better mom. I'm going to apply myself to cook better food for my kids. I'm going to apply myself. And these are just general examples that I'm using because my life is just surrounded by me. How am I going to make my podcast better so I can have more of an audience, so I can build a community of loving women and men that love each other, that want better for the world and want peace, that want peace with everything. They just want to inspire. They want to do better. They want to be positive. They just want to live a life that's outstanding. Girl, you want to shoot that commercial. You want to run that runway. You want to be a rapper. You want to be a YouTuber. You want to be a fighter. You want to be a lawyer. Girl, do it immediately. You want to be a nurse. Go for it. It takes 2 years. Whatever. You're going to be freaking... In 2 years from now, you're going to be like, oh, I literally could have done that. And you would have already had your associates and your masters. And it goes further and further and further. And then you're just going to sit there and you're going to be like, damn, I could have done that. I could have been there. Because the 2 years are going to come. And guess what? You're not going to be on top. Just because that little voice in your head? No. You gotta say, fuck that little voice in my head. I'm gonna post that picture. And I'm not gonna hide the likes, because even if I get 6 likes, I'm still the baddest bitch out there. You know, I still don't understand why bitches do that these days. Like, are you serious? Like, girl, you get 50 likes and you're hiding your thing? Like, girl, come on. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's really just about basic potential habits that you have with yourself, especially if you love yourself. Okay? That's the first thing here. The first thing is loving yourself. But this is more of a trauma thing that people can't heal from. Let me tell you, I'm young. I'm young, and I ended up in a shelter. I saw women in that shelter that really spoke to me without them even having to speak to me. I always heard them just talking nonsense, just drama, just stupid things like, oh, give me a cigarette, this and that. Like they were not focused on, okay, I need to get a job, I need to get out of here. I understand everybody hits rock bottom, and what I understood from them that they didn't even need to explain to me is that their light had faded. And I don't want to say that it completely faded, but I'm pretty sure that it did. And I want to say that it's the trauma that causes that to dim very, very, very much. And what I got to say to that is, even if you are 60 years old, that's what I'm trying to say here in this podcast. That are you going to be 20 years old, getting stepped on by the same boyfriend, getting cheated on, or stepped on by the same friends that don't appreciate you and just don't want the best for you? Are you really going to be around that your whole life? No. Let that shit go. Let it go. It's not worth it. You are going to find way better. You have no idea what God has in plan for you, honey. You just don't know, okay? I just do want to say that besides what you're going through right now, you will find a way out. You will find a way out, because I thought that I could never get out of where I was. I thought that I was done for. And look at me now. I'm not going to say that I'm a millionaire, but I sure am going to tell you that I'm going to try. I'm going to try. You bet your ass I am. I'm just a girl from Miami, now in Michigan, trying to make it, okay? So, this was your global reality check. It was global, and it was reality check to check your ass. So, yeah. Moving on to the next segment. All right. I am going to continue to record this podcast. It is currently 1:31 a.m. on a Monday. And I see that my podcast is growing like 3 followers a day on either my Instagram, or you guys follow me on my Lemon8, or you guys follow me on my TikTok, or you guys subscribe to my channel. I see that I am making a difference, helping women, helping men think better, have a better perspective on life, be more positive, do things for themselves, because it all starts with you. With that being said, we are moving on to our Fat Fact segment, where we serve the truth hotter than your air fryer. Fact number 1. Bananas are berries. Strawberries are not. Isn't it crazy? Let's flip the script of fruit right quick. Botanically speaking, bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. Yup. The universe is chaotic. We're just living in it. Fat fact number 2. Did you guys know that you are just perfect? That even if you have these breakdowns and breakthroughs, that you are just an amazing soul. And you deserve everything. You deserve better. You deserve more love, more peace. And it starts by you doing the little things yourself. So take it from me. Just do it one day at a time. All right. Let's go in with fat fact number 2. Bread has sugar in it. Yup, even the healthy kind of bread. Some sandwiches brands have as much sugar per slice as a cookie. So that turkey on the wheat, dessert in disguise, baby. Let's go in with fat fact number 3. Processed cheese isn't technically cheese. That perfectly melted cheese on your burger, it's not legally cheese. in some places. American cheese is often labeled as cheese product because it's got too many additives to qualify as the real thing. Sorry, grilled cheese lovers. I still love you though. Fat fact number 4. Canned pumpkin isn't always pumpkin. That canned pumpkin you use for pies that might actually be a type of squish, and you might say that it is made from scratch. The FDA lets companies label certain like squashes as pumpkin, so you might have eaten just like butternut scotch pie your whole life and you did not know it. Wild. Let's do fat fact number 5 so we can switch over to something more juicy. Fat fact number 5. Some vanilla flavorings come from beaver glands. Okay, brace yourself. Some vanilla flavorings, especially older ones, were made from or with testosterone, which comes from the silent glands of, I like pronounced that so wrong. Like, mind you, it is literally 1:39 right now, a.m. on a Monday. So, which comes from silent glands of beavers near their tails. I'm not kidding. Don't worry. It's rare now, but the fact that it ever happened, unholy. Okay, so there you have it. Today's fat facts, served fresh and a little disturbing. But that's what we do here. We sip, we snack, we spill the wildest tea in the kitchen. All right. Catch you on the next plate of fat facts. Today, we're sitting with Yemaya, the great mother of the sea. She is the womb of all life. She is the salt in our tears and the rhythm in our waves. When we are broken, she holds us. When we are lost, she calls us home. You don't just meet Yemaya, you feel her. In the silence of a long cry, in the moment you become a mother, even if it's just to yourself, in the way you keep showing up for others, even when your own cup is empty. Her colors are blue and white, like the ocean's foam. Her number is 7, representing the 7 seas, 7 stages of womanhood, 7 parts of your soul that she helps carry. She governs over mothers, emotions, protection, healing, and the ocean. And she teaches us that gentleness is not weakness. It is power, quiet, deep, holy power. Let me share a quick story, one that's really stayed with me. There's a tale where Yemaya once walked away from the Orichas. All of them. Because they disrespected her. They mocked her emotions, overlooked her wisdom, and ignored her warnings. So she left. And with her, the sea pulled back. Crops died. The river stopped flowing. The balance was lost. They begged her to return, but she did not come back until they made offerings and owned their mistake. The lesson: never underestimate one who nurtures you, the one who carries your burdens silently, the one whose softness is mistaken for submission. Because when Yemaya withdraws, everything changes. And when she returns, so does life. So if you're giving too much and you've been the one holding it all in together for everyone else, Yemaya sees you. She is you. And she reminds you, even when the ocean resists, even when the waves pull back, they rise again. Let that sit for a second. Now that you've met her, ask yourself, where is she showing up in your life right now? And remember, the Orichas don't just live in altars. They live in you. That is just a little personal belief that my mother and my family has carried on through generations and generations. The religion Santeria, La Regla de Ocha, comes from Africa. It came from Africa to Cuba. This religion was made based off of the struggle that once our ancestors had. And this was the only hope. This was the only thing that they can do to better their lives, to avoid very dangerous things. And we'll get into that a little deeper. But for now, make sure you keep hearing High Tea Podcast. This is getting intense, and you don't want to miss it. This is my part of my history. What's yours? And that's where we pause today. But let this be more than just a segment. Let this be the moment of remembering. Because even when life feels loud, when you feel overlooked, when the world demands too much, there are divine forces walking beside you. There are answers in the wind, messages in your dreams, and healing in your tears. And sometimes all you need is stillness to hear them. I say this every time, and I mean it. God comes first. The Orichas don't replace God. They are messengers, protectors, and reflections of the power God created. Without God, there is no light, and without light, there is no us. So if you're feeling called to pray, to cleanse, to forgive, to learn, to come home to yourself spiritually, you are not crazy. You're awakening. You're aligning. You're remembering who you've always been. Whether you're deep in your path or just beginning, just know this. There is room for you at the table. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know every prayer or speak every word in vain. You just be real and open and willing to walk in love, not only with yourself, but with everything else around you. So I thank you for being here, for sipping this tea, not just with your lips, but with your soul, for listening to the whispers of spirits, for honoring the divine within you and within others. Before we go, I want you to take a breath. Deep. In through your nose. Hold it. Now out through your mouth. Let it go. Whether you're carrying, release it. Because you are covered. You are protected. And you are loved by God, by the Orichas, and by your highest self. This is Tea with the Orichas, and I'm Emily Martinez. Same spirit, same love, same truth. And that's a wrap today. And that's a wrap on today's episode of High Tea Podcast, where we keep the knot hot, the truth honest, and the vibe real. If no one told you this today, you are not broken, you are not behind, and you are not too much. You are a masterpiece in motion, healing, rising, glowing, and getting clearer every single day. Whether you came here for comfort, curiosity, a little chaos, or to hear something that felt like soul medicine, I hope you leave this space feeling seen, softer, and maybe just a little more sure of yourself. We sipped the tea, we spoke the truth, we honored the divine, and we held space for the shadow and the shine, because here both are sacred. Remember, I'm just a girl with a mic, a little bit of grace, a lot of spirit, and a purpose to pour love into places that felt forgotten. If today's podcast hit your heart, share it. Send it to a sister, a cousin, a friend, or the version of yourself from 5 years ago who needed to hear it the most. Tag the pod, leave a review, show your girl some love, because this space isn't just a podcast. It's a movement. It's a safe place. It's a virtual altar for truth, healing, and high vibrations. Until next time, drink your water, mind your energy, say your prayers, do your shadow work, and keep showing up like your ancestors prayed for you. Because, baby, they did. This is Emily, your host and your homegirl, signing off from the High Tea Podcast, where the tea is hot, the topics are holy, and the glow up is always spiritual. Peace.